Searching. Searching. Mike.
I was born in Russia. When I was 7 years old, my family decided to move to America. They planned for it. They anticipated it. They were searching for a better future. They were hoping that when I moved to America, I will have a bright future, the opportunity to become something great. 2 years later, we made that move, and we moved to Boston, Massachusetts. Here in Boston, where we expected that there would be gold everywhere, and streets and people would be giving out laptops and computers and money for free, it didn't quite appear the way we had hoped. But yet we were searching for that dream, anticipating that it's somewhere to be found. I was young, and I was looking for the same thing as my parents were. I went to school, and I was trying to find myself, define myself in a new society, trying to prove that I belong. I got into a lot of fights. I tried very hard in school. And many years went by with that search and that anticipation of trying to find who is it that I am in this new country, in America. Many school years went by, and I finally realized that it's very important for me to become who my parents wanted me to be. And that is something to be of success. So when it came time to high school and college, I worked hard to get into a good school. I worked very hard to get great SAT scores and get my major in computer science. Finally get a good job and get a master's later on. And all of it is built up for that anticipation, that search of who you really are. Who you are is you're meant to be that person that, you know, makes a lot of money, has that nice house, and has, I don't know, 2.5 kids, perhaps a dog, and a 3-car garage. That's what I was anticipating. That's what I was seeing as where I belong, right? That's what I was searching for all those years. And then, around the age of 26, 27, I began to realize that this hard work that I'm putting in and working for a large company, why am I really doing this? Working for somebody else and trying, you know, this is not really my dream. That's not me. That's not what I'm about. I can do better. And I decided to pursue my own company. The dream that I always had, the dream that my parents perhaps had, you know, to become the next Bill Gates, the Mark Zuckerberg. And so I applied for a couple programs. I got accepted, and I moved down to Austin, Texas, and I got some funding, and I was working very hard to build a company. And I really was thinking, okay, it's almost there, and my search, I'm finally going to make it. I'm finally going to make this money, and my desires and my dreams, they're going to be met. But again, it didn't quite work out as I'd expected. It wasn't quite as straightforward. You know, for one, my company wasn't making any money. For two, I had problems with my co-founders. And at the end of the day, there was a lot of hard work that I kind of didn't see that the gold-paved dream. It wasn't very straightforward. It wasn't what I wanted. So I stopped. And I went back to a normal job. Moved back to Boston, and I started working for a startup. Seemingly that I had failed. And so at that point I started searching yet again. Well, wait a second. So if I thought my dream was a startup, and I wanted to be rich, what is it now? What do I really want? And so I started searching for meaning. I started searching for the meaning of my life. What is it that I'm about? And I started meditating. I went to a Zen center. I started reading philosophical books. Many of my friends think I lost my mind. And I keep searching. And finally here I am today. I'm searching perhaps for winning a championship in public speaking, or searching for kind of the next big thing. But there's something that I began to realize recently, and that is that a lot of our lives we're searching. We're always looking for something out there. And it appeared to me that in my life, I've been missing a lot of my own life because of that search. And when you look out into that horizon, you seem to sometimes miss the warm sand that you're standing on the beach, right? You're almost ruining that moment by moment by moment, that has a lot of potential gems. And so in my life I realized that I need to stop searching. And that is what I want to advise you, is that the current moment is perfect. And there's no need to stay in that moment by desire and by anticipation. Because when we are focusing on what's wrong with the now, we're missing what's right. Thank you.